No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, you already pressed it. I was gonna count down, but you know, it's cool.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That part's definitely going in. that part's going in. So 2019, it's gone by so quickly, it's actually mad. I just want to start off by saying thank you so much to everyone who's watching this video, to everyone who's subscribed, everyone who's supported the channel this year. Things have been going amazing in my own life and I have some really exciting opportunities coming up. There's also been so much support for this channel this year. The growth and even the quality of the films, I mean, you guys have seen it, especially with the latest film. That's the longest one we've ever done. It's also one of the most viewed. We had our own screening event for it and it's just been incredible. So I just want to thank everyone who's supported the channel, everyone who's done a little bit more than just watching the film. I see all of you who share the films. I see all of you who comment down below or send me nice messages privately. So thank you so much for supporting. You guys are an integral part of why this channel continues to post, because if I didn't have your support, I honestly don't know what I would do, so thank you so much. But this isn't what this video is. This video is a little bit different to last year's New Year special where I just sat there and said thank you. So if you follow us on Instagram, if you don't, then what on earth are you doing? Also, if you're not subscribed right now, I don't know what you're doing, I don't know what you're playing at. So drop your popcorn, drop anything right now and click that button right now. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, so as I said, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that I posted a post that said I'm making a top 5 ever films by Triple I Films list video for New Year's. So please send me your top 3 favorite Triple I Films films. If I'm honest, I was gonna sit here and say that, oh, I got an overwhelming amount. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't. The only person who replied, who wasn't a part of my family, was Marina. So shout out Marina. So I don't think people actually understood that you were meant to reply to the post, or maybe they did and they just ignored it, I don't know. Thank the Lord for plan B, because I decided that I was gonna send out a message on WhatsApp to my contacts and say that, oh, I'm making a top 5 list, could you please send me your favorite Triple I Films films? And I got a lot more replies that way, so again, praise the Lord for plan B. Here is the top 5 Triple I Films films. I actually can't wait to see what this top 5 list is looking like, because I haven't seen the results yet. Without further ado, let's get into it.
I was found in the same box, but I always knew that I was different.
So sitting comfortably at number 5 is The Odd Piece. Now, I'm actually really surprised that The Odd Piece was actually on this list. Not because it's a bad film by any means, but because I think it's the least viewed Triple I Films film of all of them. I was very surprised that it's on this list, but for some people it was quite high up just because of how impactful the film is and the message behind the film, which I completely understand. So I'm actually really, really pleased that it made this list. A little bit before making this film, I was feeling very lonely. I was like, I don't really know where I fit. I feel like I'm so different to everybody else. I kept feeling like I was created differently but placed in a place by accident. Placed somewhere that I didn't belong. I was actually taught, shout out to Emmanuel, if you want to see change, you better be prepared to be the change you want to see. I wasn't prepared to do a lot of the stuff that I wanted other people to do for me. I had to learn that in order to see change, I had to be the change. And that's why I made the film.
I finally realize now that I'm not just a piece. I am the change.
So I was having a conversation with someone about how I was feeling. I literally used the analogy, it's as if I'm a puzzle piece that's been put into the wrong box. Everybody else fits into the puzzle. Everyone else has a place in the picture, but there's no place for me. I was put there by accident. And when creating the film, initially I had no idea how I was gonna represent this, but I remembered that conversation and I thought, that is such a beautiful analogy. Why don't I actually use that? So that's exactly what I did. So the most annoying moment on set was definitely when I was trying to get Joseph, the person who played the master or the person who was controlling the puzzle. I was trying to get him to throw the puzzle piece to land in front of the camera. Of course, that's an incredibly hard thing to do. We did about 15 takes and we just couldn't get it. But we finally got it, ish. I was ish happy with how it turned out because it didn't turn out as cleanly as it did in my head, but we did it the best that we could, so I'm actually happy with how we did it. My favourite moment of the film will probably be not the moment that you think is a favourite moment, but it's definitely the part where the master or the person controlling the puzzle pieces cuts the pink piece in half and tries to fit it in with other pieces. Sometimes I was literally trying to change myself. Like, I was trying to change parts of my personality. I was trying to walk different, talk different, to try and fit in the film. As you can see, that just doesn't work. If you try and cut pieces off of yourself, all you're doing is making yourself smaller. So that's The Odd Piece. The Odd Piece is number 5. If you haven't watched it, then go and watch it, because it's an absolutely beautiful film. I absolutely love it. But now, on to number 4.
A kind of emotion. You've got me feeling a kind of emotion.
Okay, I know how that all looks.
So sitting comfortably at number 4 is Leanne's Log. Now, I'm very surprised that Leanne's Log was as low as it is, because in my list it's actually quite high up. I do understand why it's there, because it's such a simple idea, but the thing is that I love the simplicity of it. How simple it was made, I feel like it was very elegant, and I think that's why I would put it so high on the list. So the concept, I got it from Ed Sheeran's song, Small Bump. I don't know if you've ever heard that song before, but if you haven't heard it, it's a brilliant song. It brought me to tears. And it's basically Ed Sheeran talking about how he fell in love with his baby in his wife's stomach. Turns out that his wife had a miscarriage, so the baby never was born. And I was touched so much by this that I wanted to make a film about it.
Thursdays are the worst. Especially since that's the day you were due.
And that does explain a lot, because a lot of people ask me where did I get the concept from, because it's clear that I myself did not have a miscarriage. A lot of my films, it's based on the experiences that I've had, so a lot of people might have been confused by that, but that's where the concept came from. So to be honest, out of all the films, that's probably the one that took the least amount of time to film. It literally took us like a few hours to film all the visuals, but we did do a lot of takes. If you haven't seen the bloopers video, which you should go see.
So, you are blessed to have me as your mom. Blessed! I mean, you know who to thank when I'm... So, friends, it's better to have that one amazing friend.
That's just scratching the surface. There were so many mistakes, but the reason that is because that is the only film that was very strictly scripted. But working with my sister was absolutely amazing. My sister's always been a great actor. I've always looked up to my sister when it comes to performing. And I know a lot of people put Leanne's Log high on their list because of her performance. And I know that the film wouldn't have been the same without her. So shout out to you, Jade. You did fantastic. So that's Leanne's Log. 4th place. Very, very well deserved. But now it's time to move on to 3rd. So sitting at number 3 is Mirror Mirror. Now, I'm very surprised about how high this one is, not because it didn't get views, because it did get views, and not because I don't think it's good enough, because it definitely is good enough and it definitely deserves to be 3rd. I think it's actually the 3rd viewed film on Triple I Films, so that it would make sense for it to be 3rd. I feel like it has the least comments, less people messaged me about it, and it was quite slow to climb, but it definitely, in my opinion, definitely deserves to be up there. So the concept of Mirror Mirror, you can probably tell, is a running theme in the films that I've made on Triple I Films. If you've seen My Best Friend, which I filmed with Jeremy, which is one of the first films that I did, or if you've seen Forgotten, it isn't technically a Triple I Films film because I did it in college. There's a running theme with these films. It's all about yourself being your own demise, or yourself being your own downfall.
Trust in what you see. Trust in me.
You look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. I know so many people that struggle with this, and I know that I struggled with this, but I made this film because I was slowly learning that actually I am God's masterpiece. This was the time that I was finally beginning to learn this, so I made this film because I wanted people to know this, because it's an amazing truth, and I wanted people to know that they never ever have to think that of themselves, because they are someone's masterpiece. They are someone's Mona Lisa. So that's why I made the film. Every single time I was defeated by my own mind or defeated by my own idea, that there was a part of me that was torn, there was a part of me that sort of broke. That's why I wanted to physically and literally represent that with a picture ripping on a wall. Mirror Mirror is comfortably in 3rd place. And now we head on to 2nd. So sitting at number 2 is Endure for a Night, and of course I'm joined with one of the Endure for a Night stars,
Come on.
Joseph Robinson.
Hey. Listen, man, this is what's funny about it.
A lot of people keep asking me, like, why did I decide to shoot in a forest? I was originally gonna do it in a large field.
Yeah.
A bit like how I did it in the film Forgotten,
Yeah.
which also stars Joseph Robinson, coincidentally.
Mm.
It wasn't a coincidence, we planned that.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of the film isn't very freeing at all. It's quite entrapping. So where is outside that's like a large field, looked kind of dreamy, but also has that sort of entrapment feel.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, a forest would be perfect. So we went to Chingford Forest. I'll never go there again because my crepes got destroyed. All right, my crepes got destroyed when it was dark. Right, it was scary.
It was like 4 o'clock in like afternoon, evening,
Yeah.
and then it was dark already, and I was like, it was intense, man.
All we had was like our phone torches.
Yeah.
And it was so, like, it was pitch black, and I was like, how are we gonna get out of here?
What do you mean, give me your phone? You don't need a phone to speak, do you?
Give me my phone.
You don't need a phone to speak.
Fam, yeah, 5 seconds.
How does it actually feel as an actor watching yourself on
That's
screen?
one of the things I hate the most.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah, exactly.
I hate watching myself, and even as we make this video, I'm literally dreading watching this video.
Yeah.
Watching this video when it comes
Exactly,
out.
like-
It's so hard, but like as an actor, yeah, that's one of the things that you have to get over, because if you don't watch yourself, then how are you gonna like get better in terms of like critiquing yourself and figure out what you need to improve on? It was a fantastic film overall, so you know what, I'm glad that I got to be part of something incredible and amazing, and yeah, it was worth it, you know, even though I don't like watching myself. It was worth it. It was like being in some sort of like action thriller type film.
Yeah.
You know? Out of all the films that we've done, I felt like I really enjoyed filming that one in terms of like the setting.
Oh yeah. Throughout the film, everyone thinks that you are there to attack him and seek revenge. Like, especially when you go through the film, when you go to hug him, it's like that like such like a heartwarming embrace. That's why I just love that bit of the film. Hold Tight, Zachariah. It's incredible performance.
Legend.
Yeah, so that is number 2. Now we go on to number 1.
Number 1.
So number 1 is one that everyone thought was going to be our number 1.
Yeah.
Is 839. Of course, we got Joseph here because obviously Joseph was also in that film. You've been in so many.
I know.
You've been like, you're a seasoned vet in this. Like,
Come on.
You've been in Forgotten, and you've also been in
The Odd Piece.
The Odd Piece. You've been in Draw for a Night, and you've been in 839.
A lot of thought went into this film, and we were praying each time before filming it, and literally before we did anything, and we were saying like, may this film have the biggest impact. The fact that the film is like the longest film that you've made, the fact that 839 was based on a Bible verse, nothing can separate us from the love of God.
All the other films were specific to a certain group of people. A main reason why this was number 1 is because it caters to everybody. I love that part so much not because of that sick shot, right, which is my favourite shot of the film. The fact that straight after he gets £20, he just chucks the £20 and then chucks all the pounds on the floor. I know that was a shock to a lot of people. £20 will eventually run out. That cannot satisfy him. True. The only thing that can satisfy him is accepting the key and accepting the fact that he's wanted in a home.
That can relate to all of us, really.
Yeah, for real.
We feel like that we need money, or that we need like all the things like of the world. We come to a realization that ain't gonna satisfy us.
Okay, pause. Shout out to Arnold, alright? Shout out to Arnold. You absolutely smashed it, so thanks, bro. One of the scenes, Zach's character is meant to throw the key at the back of Arnold, right? And he absolutely lobs it, and it completely misses him.
Believe me, I'm waiting for the key to hit me, yeah? I just didn't go, oh, for my...
So yeah, that is our top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. Number 5, The Odd Piece. Number 4, Leanne's Log. Number 3, Mirror Mirror. Number 2, Enjoy for a Night. And number 1, 8:39.
8:39.
And I just want to say thank you to Joseph and thank you to all the other actors that have really helped make Triple I Films what it is, because it wouldn't be what it is without you guys. Hannah, I see you, I love you, you're such an amazing promoter, thank you so much for supporting. Definitely wanted to shout you out specifically because you're always sharing things. One last thing, some people might think, oh, so he's done 8:39, what else is there? This is the official announcement that next year, 2020, beginning of March, a new short film will be releasing. I'm so excited for it. You should definitely stay tuned for it. And the way you stay tuned is how, Joseph?
Subscribe
to the channel. What are you doing? Why are you not subscribed? Why are you not? Why?
One click.
Just click it.
One click.
Just click it.
Come on.
Like, come on. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks, Joseph, for being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And make sure you. I don't even know what I was gonna say at the end there.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!